Welcome back. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Badeau, and this is AI Today. We've had a great show talking about practical applications of ChatGPT and other tools out there like Claude and Cohere and Perplexity and some of the other ones. As I've always told you all, don't just use one tool, use multiple tools. It allows you to really see what one says and compare it to what the other one says. Because what's one of the most important things with AI? Trying to get multiple perspectives to understand which one is going to work for you the best. We've talked about different ways that you can use these tools to build your business plan, as well as try to automate the things in your life that take some of the most amount of time. As we focused on the business plan, we also talked about how you can really use it for just planning overall. It's if you think about what you need to do to really generate a high quality presentation on what your business is going to do, what it's going to sell, who it's going to sell to, how it's going to behave, the financials around that. Your ability to use ChatGPT and some of the other ones is really huge. It makes such a difference in how much time it's going to take you to do some of those things. At the stroke of a keyboard, you can ask ChatGPT how long or how many or what's the market demographic for whatever your business is going to be in, and it will give you so many statistics and so much of it that it'll save you hours and hours and hours of just trying to do all that research on your own. Then you can even start to ask it to make graphs for you, to make charts for you, to do a lot of those things that those of us that are not big Excel fans, it'll help facilitate a lot of that work for you. And even if you want to pull in the data on your own and do it in Excel, there are certain things in Excel that you probably don't know. So you can even ask ChatGPT or those other tools how to do it in Excel, and it'll explain it to you, that way. And so, I'm encouraging everybody that's watching to, again, not be afraid to take that first step. Remember, don't use it like you're used to using Google. Think about it as your expert. Think about it as, that one subject matter expert that, you get to spend as much time as you want with them, and it will, give you some pretty good, information that you can use however you feel that you are going to, benefit the most from it. And that's a strong thing. Now, again, the reason we use multiple tools is sometimes it'll give you some crazy answers. Sometimes the answers are just wrong. Sometimes the answers are just not what you're looking for. Then you can turn to another one and you can ask it the same question, and you can start to really triangulate on, how that information is all going to be pulled together, how you're going to generate a presentation with it, or a PowerPoint presentation, or a movie, or a video, or whatever that's going to look like to really help market and grow what your business is going to look like. I've showed you before how you can use it as a marketing tool to dig into, the different sorts of, marketing platforms that are out there and where you can spend those resources and where you should spend that time. We talked to Evan, and Evan, with Regenesis.io, that's, one example of a tool that can make a huge impact in some types of business. But it's not going to, as even he said, it's not really going to impact everybody. And so you've just got to be smart in how you deploy these things and how you are using them from a practical perspective. But at the end of the day, you've just got to jump in. You can't hurt it. You're not going to hurt its feelings. You can't ask it any question that is going to offend it. The only thing that you can do is ask it, well, how do I improve the questions that I want to ask you so that I can get better information? And it's going to help you with that also. So think about it as a relationship. Think about it as you have a personal assistant that is exceptionally smart, who is following you around everywhere if you choose to, because I have it on my mobile phone also. And you can ask it at any time certain, questions and try to get as much information from it as you can. But again, just be smart, use your own judgment, make the decision. You're the one that has the power to make the decision, not the tool. Don't be a robot by just listening and doing everything that it says, because that's going to get you in trouble. But do it smart, use it the right way, ask it the right questions, drill down as deep as you need to drill down, and then that is going to provide you such a benefit that I can't wait to see the emails that I get on everybody's success that they've had using it. Remember, start small too. Don't try to boil the ocean and figure out everything at the same time. Start small, and everything is going to work out just fine. And at the end of the day, though, you've got to take that first step. You got to not be afraid of it. There's nothing to be afraid of in using it. And pretty soon, when you use it and you get really familiar with it, you're going to feel like me, and you're going to want to introduce it when you're giving presentations or demos or those sort of things, because it really does change your relationship with with the computer and with the AI. And so I'm pulling for you. Don't be afraid to send me questions. I love answering questions for folks. I'm not sure how many I get to a week, probably about 200, but I'm more than happy, to do that. And I love reading the emails. So thank you for that. With that, we had a great show, and I look forward to speaking with you next week. And we'll have some wonderful guests on the show, some wonderful topics. We'll try to do some demos again. And with that, have a good night, and we'll talk to you again soon.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.